Welcome to the first ever WWE Raw review from my channel. It's gonna be about 10 minutes long, probably. We'll see if this works. I'm doing this off of my phone. I'm shaking a little bit. That's not very good. So it started out with Seth Rollins coming out and basically punking John Cena and saying, "Hey, why don't you accept my challenge? Blah, blah, blah. Come on, you gotta accept my challenge for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship fight at SummerSlam." So we'll see if that happens. So he's doing the promo, and Cesaro interrupts him, and he comes out, and he's like, "I want a shot at the title, blah, blah, blah," and he's like, "I'm not doing my US Open Challenge this week, Cesaro." And then Kevin Owens would come out, and he'd be like, "Hey, what are you doing? You can't do that. I beat John Cena. I beat Seth Rollins, blah, blah, blah. I should get the title shot." And then Randy Orton would come out for some strange reason, and he's like, No, I deserve the title shot, goddammit, not you motherfuckers." No, he didn't say that, because it's PG. But, so Triple H would then come out, and he made a triple threat match for later on in the night, which was, Randy Orton versus Cesaro versus Kevin Owens, and I'm gonna give the match right now. It was incredible. It was great. It was one of the top 5 matches I've seen this year. The spot at the end was, actually, it wasn't one of the top 5 matches, maybe top 10 matches I've seen this year. The spot at the ends were a bit flaky. I also think the wrong person won, by the way. Randy Orton won after he hit 2 RKOs on Kevin Owens and Cesaro. He hit 2 RKOs back to back on them. Boy, I look like the Wolfman with my beard. I need to fix my beard. Huh? I need to fix everything. My hair's all fucked up, but whatever. So next match. Well, the next thing that happened in the show was the Divas 6-man tag team match. The number 1 contenders match didn't happen for like a while, but I did it there anyway, just because I wanted to put it there. Well, yeah, the Divas 6-man tag match. It was the Bella Army versus Team Bad, which is the Bella Twins and Alicia Fox, versus Team Bad, which is Sasha Banks, Naomi, and Tamina. And it was a good match. It wasn't as good as the other Divas matches they've had over the past couple weeks, but it was alright. It wasn't bad. Next we had King Barrett. Right? Shit. I don't remember what was next. Alright, but here we go. They had a Miz TV segment with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan came back. He didn't say anything if he's going to be back for permanent or anything. At least I didn't hear anything about like that he's going to come back permanently. Yet, he's still on the shelf. Who knows when he'll really be back. Sorry about the camera shaking. I'm trying to hold the camera with my hand. Then Big Show came out. So did, and then Ryback would come out and shock the whole WWE universe, and he got a really big pop, and the crowd chanted, "Feed me more, feed me more." It was a really good chant. It was a really good reception for Ryback. I was very happy for him. So yeah, so I'm thinking that they're gonna set up a triple. They're gonna finally do the triple threat match at SummerSlam. Miz, Big Show versus Ryback for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam, and that should be a good match. I'm gonna have a review for SummerSlam, and I'm gonna do a preview show as well. Check back in the next like week or week and a half for that. For the preview show for SummerSlam. Next up for Raw, we had King Barrett versus Neville, and actually no, I'm sorry, that wasn't next. The next match was Los Matadores versus the New Day which would be Los Matadores, Fernando and Diego, and the New Day, which is Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston, and Big E. And it was a solid tag team match. It wasn't the best one I've seen out of the tag team division of late. The primetime players would come out, would come down and look on and stuff. So, the end of the match, New Day wins. They hit their finisher, their tag team finisher, I forget what it's called, on Fernando, I believe it was, and Big E picked up the win. And then the backstage segment they did, New Day was coming back, they were bragging, they were like, it's a new day, yes it is, it's a new day. And it was like, oh, alright, you're gonna sing, cool. I was like, really, you're gonna fucking sing? So Renee Young would interview them, and she would tell them that you are the #1 contenders for the tag team championships, and you will be facing the primetime players at SummerSlam, but there's going to be a fatal 4-way with the Lucha Dragons and Los Matadores. Oh, that should be a pretty good fatal 4-way for the titles. This SummerSlam's looking pretty damn good, by the way. I'm going to get to that at the end here, probably. So next we have what I was going to get to before. Oh no, actually Rusev versus Mark Henry was next, actually. And this was basically a squash match. It didn't even friggin' happen. The biggest thing to come out of it was Summer Rae putting the accolade on Lana. And then also Lana telling us in commentary that Dolph Ziggler won't be available for SummerSlam. He'll be out till after SummerSlam, which is kind of shitty, but whatever. The SummerSlam's looking good regardless. So yeah, so that's what happened in that segment. Summer Rae put the accolade on Lana. It was a good segment. Summer Rae seemed like she's going to be a very good heel. It seems like that role is going to suit her very well. Now we have King Barrett versus Neville, and this was just a match to set up Stephen Amell getting in the ring and fighting with Stardust, who would interfere in the match at some point. Stephen Amell hopped the guardrail. If you don't know who Stephen Amell is, he's the star of Green Arrow, or he's the star of the Green Arrow show. He's Green Arrow himself. And Triple H in a backstage promo was like, oh, it'll be the Green Arrow and the Red Arrow, Neville, versus Stardust and King Barrett. I thought that was pretty cute. So yeah, that's looking really good. That's looking like that could be interesting. I wonder what's gonna how that's gonna go down though. Like, Stephen Amell's not a wrestler; he's an actor. How's that gonna work? How much time is he going to get in the ring? I'm pretty sure that's why they made it a tag team match, so that Neville could do some of the stuff and Mel could just, do a couple spots here and there. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then the next match was the triple threat match to determine who would be the #1 contender. And like I said before, Randy Orton won after hitting an RKO on Kevin Owens and Cesaro, and Randy Orton would go on to the main event, which was a little while later. I forget exactly what happened in the rest of the show off the top of my head. I don't have my notebook. I did this off the cuff, and I think I did pretty good. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is the main event, which was Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton for the WWE title. It was a pretty good match until Sheamus had to fucking ruin it and pull Orton out of the frickin' match. And then Sheamus, by the way, is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. He can cash in the contract for a future World Heavyweight Championship match over the next year. And he pulls Orton out, he beats him up, and then he gets in the ring, and he bro-kicks Seth Rollins, and is like, I'm gonna cash in, and then he goes to cash in, and Randy Orton would come out of nowhere and RKO him in the match, and it never happened. So the briefcase didn't get cashed in. Oh, I know what match I forgot. I forgot Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper. It was okay. It was alright. I'm excited for that feud. I just think it would be better if Seth Rollins was a part of it and Eric Rowan. If Seth Rollins was there and they would have reunited the actual Shield, it would have been much better. Wow, my hair's really bad. But who gives a fuck? So yeah, so that's what happened for Raw for 8/10/2015. I will have an NXT review tomorrow, sometime tomorrow night. I'll record it on my phone like I did this vlog. I might do them all on my phone. We'll see how it goes, because the computer's kind of shitty quality. And we'll see how my voice came out. I'm kind of curious to see how my voice came out here. So yeah, this was the first Raw review. Hopefully it goes good, and hopefully it downloads and everything. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.